Yo, yo, yo. We are here and we are live. Welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack, people. On a Tuesday morning, hey, we definitely knee deep into the week now. Okay. Tomorrow's hump day. Following day is the holiday. So hopefully people get, some days off. Hopefully people get to see some fireworks, or hopefully people can just get what they want, which is probably peace. I don't know, but around here, man, big bombs going off, man. Big bombs, man. These kids or whoever it is out here making these house bombs, bro, set the whole block off. All the alarms. Don't be alarmed and don't be surprised if you hear any of that today. Okay? Let's start off by seeing who's in the building. Shout out to my boy Zane. Good morning to all Wake and Pack. Wake and Pack time. Go Pack Go. You already know, Zane. You already know how it go. Okay, Brandy's hitting us with it already. Morning, right guard is weak link and maybe center. Okay. Good morning to our boy TR. So yes, my question for my fellow Waken Packers today is the offensive line the weakest link? Not on a team, we'll just stay in the specific unit, but on offense. Quarterback, everybody's optimistic about Jordan Love. We all think that he's going to come out and do well, get better, improve. Let's not forget, though, there might be some rough patches still. This is the NFL. There's film out on Love. Okay, he doesn't have to exactly duplicate what he did last year or the last 11 games. So that's that, but we're confident about quarterback. Running back, hello. New free agency acquisition, Josh Jacobs. A.J. Dillon, who people threw in the towel in, I feel. But I think he's going to do well. And Brandy's boy, Marshawn Lloyd. So we're not worried about the running back position, are we? Tight end, long as that Peck is okay, right? With Big Tucker Kraft and Lucas Musgrave, the matchup nightmare. That can't be a weak link. Oh, wide receiver. We're going to have trouble trying to find out if we keep in 6 or 7 or 8. God damn it. So that's that. We just going for the offensive unit. Shit, maybe we just fell into a mini series. I guess we'll go over every unit and see what's going on with them. Okay. Zane Strong, kicker may be the weakest link. I'm cool with the O-line. We always do fine at that position. I completely agree with you. Shout out to Turtles in the building. I say right guard and center position is the weakest link. If Sean Ryan can improve, I feel positive. Myers needs to be challenged by Monk. Absolutely. Y'all bringing it today. Shout out to Milto. Hey, y'all. At work, I will be lurking. Hey, it is cool to lurk. It's cool to be a lurker. I'm a lurker in Madden. Okay? That's what I do in Madden. HPOV special. Okay? But we ain't talking about that right now. We're talking about our offensive line. Hey, shout out to Miscellaneous, man. Here we are. Catch y'all after. I leave the salt in mine after the replay game. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to Miscellaneous, man. Zane Strong, middle linebacker. Also, we might see how Quay and the guys do with all young fellas. Okay, yeah, like I said, we're going to go over all the units, but as far as middle linebacker, I would say it's kind of like unproven, but at the same time, was it a blessing in disguise that Devondre got hurt as much as he did? Quay got hurt too, but Quay and McDuffie together, they did okay. So for them to have a whole year under their belt, another training camp under their belt, Jeff Hafley, Campanile, the defensive system, that's debatable if that's a weak link. I ain't calling Quay weak in no any kind of way. His skill set defers to that. Edrin Cooper, his skill set, it's just like these dudes just have to be coached well and they just have to receive it well. But when you talk about Quay, when you talk about Edrin Cooper, even Hopper, Eric Wilson, like McDuffie, I feel those guys are capable, but we're talking about the O-line right now. Shout out to Goat Mike, my boy. Offensive line, Got to give Love 5 seconds. Love going to be slinging it like Prime Rogers. Hey, that's what I want to hear. Hey, salute to you, little homie. All right, so let's check this out. All right, so pretty much it is Rasheed Walker's. It is Rasheed Walker's job to lose, right? He did enough. You get in the middle. He did enough. I mean, again, he was in a battle with Yash. But he did enough to take that battle and become an established starter and not playing horribly. So Rasheed Walker was 53rd out of all left tackles. You say 53. Well, damn, it ain't that many NFL teams. So basically, they're saying that Rasheed Walker is a backup. Gave up 6 sacks and 33 pressures. Now, seeing that he was sharing the load, 6 sacks, 33 pressures, not so good, especially from that left side, the blind side. I don't know, maybe cause some ill-advised throws from Love, maybe cause some no throws from Love, sacks or whatever. But 6 sacks and 33 pressures has to be improved. We're expecting him to improve. He has competition at his position, especially a young buck. See, it's just a certain way, like, man, somebody, I don't give a fuck if you're a half a year or a year or 2 years younger than me. I'm going to think I have some kind of advantage, big brother advantage, strength advantage, something like that. So we hope Rasheed Walker comes. Hey, massive guy, 6'7", 3+. I would like Caleb Jones to get a chance. Give him a chance. Make him the backup. Hey, something happened to Walker. I want to see Caleb Jones at this time. I want to see him. 6'9", 360. Sweet feet. But that's it for Rasheed Walker. Again, it's his job to lose, bro. I think he will be there. I don't think he's going to let the young buck Jordan Morgan take his position. But again, we'll see once the pads come on. We will see once the pads come on. People want to talk this about Morgan. Oh, he might be a bust. This and that. First of all, how the fuck he might be a bust? The great Mike Wall said he wasn't good till his 4th year. Okay? So that's that on Walker. One of the more, I'll get to y'all. Let me get my shit off. One of the more, let me get this together. Well, we'll read this while I'm taking a hit. The offensive line, Brandy, the offensive line does have several players that can cover down at different spots. In that capacity, the O-line is a strength. Brandy, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the uncertainty. Maybe I just looked at the whole team and like, well, damn, is offensive line the weakest link? Maybe it's the uncertainty of how we don't know exactly who's going to be where, right? Because they always stress the best 5, the best 5. The best 5 last year necessarily isn't the best 5 this year. So let's say that. And with this coaching staff, there could be any and everybody in there. Just like somebody mentioned earlier in the chat, Monk might challenge Josh Myers. Somebody else might challenge Josh Myers. So, but at the end of the day, it's about the unit. At the end of the day, it's about, doing enough to win games. But maybe it's just the uncertainty is who's going to be where. Maybe we need to know exactly who's going to be where before we have the confidence of, what's going to happen. Sean Ryan must be the weak link. Zane, Sean Ryan must be the weak link, or Caleb. They can't seem to make the starting role. Sean Ryan, he did start for a good amount of time. And actually, Sean Ryan is ranked 67 amongst his group. Obviously, that means he's a, bench player. But from the time he got in, wasn't that long. It was later in the year. 0 sacks, 5 pressures. And not only that, we got to give Valentine credit for coming in with a different body. Got to give, who else came through? Kobe Wooden. But at the same time, Sean Ryan, big boy. The time I seen him once he started playing, he looked totally more chunkier and just more solid than he did when he first came in. But Sean Ryan, 0 sacks, 5 pressures. That's not bad. Okay. So we're going to go in to the strongest. We're going to go into the strongest link in our offensive line, and that would be Elgton Jenkins. 2-time Pro Bowler. 12th amongst his positions, and I still think that's borderline disrespectful. What fucking 11 guards are better than Elgton Jenkins, other than maybe Quentin Nelson? But other than that, name one for me who's better than Elgton. It is what it is. I ain't gonna be like that. We'll take 12th. We'll take 12th for Elgton. Two-time Pro Bowler. His stats, 0 sacks, 23 pressures. Amongst the leaders at his position of those two attributes. And listen, those two stat lines is not the end-all be-all for O-lines. I'm sure there's other metrics, other kind of deals, certain pressures, certain downs and all that. I'm just going for the most strictly. How much sacks are they giving up and how many pressures are they giving up? Elgton Jenkins, 0 sacks, 23 pressures. Not to mention coming off of an ACL injury, okay? Two-time Pro Bowler. He wouldn't have had the ACL injury. He might have gotten another one. So Elgton is Elgton. We're going to leave Elgton alone. That is the strength, okay? We're going to go to another strength before I get back into y'all. Zach Tom, ranked 57th. Now, this, I don't know how this happened. I don't know how this happened because all I'm reading is he's second or third or whatever at his position. But I guess, you know, again, you got to do it twice. I don't know. He's ranked 52nd. Only gave up 2 sacks and 33 pressures. Now, the pressures, you know, are the same as Rasheed Walker, right? You might think like, damn, that's a lot of pressures. But hold the fuck up. You're talking about a first-year man right there at that position. We're talking about a first-year man who, where they say the top percentile pass rushers he went against. You know, the Bosa. I don't want to get the name. I forgot the article I read, but he went against some of the top tier, you know what I'm saying, pass rushers. And, you know, for him to get only 2 sacks up, 33 pressures against a lot of those guys, Thibodeau, whoever. Forgot the name of list that they had. I know Bosa was on there, who we played last year. Parsons, he played against good. Few guys, man, he really did his thing with them, okay? So Zach Tom is another strength. So Elgton and Zach Tom, man, are the 2 that I can say is the shoe-in to start. Okay? Wild cards. Andre Dillard. First round talent. Okay? Oh. Well, we'll get to Josh Myers. First round talent. Didn't work out with Philadelphia, which is surprising. They're not as good as an O-line factory as us, but they're amongst the top. Philadelphia always has decent O-lines. Andre Dillard didn't work over there. Andre Dillard got a nice contract for what he gave to the NFL or what he produced with Tennessee. Maybe Tennessee was a little desperate, and then again, Tennessee is like, you know, one of the lower teams. I mean, all respect to them. Lately, they've been a little better, right? Possibly making the playoffs, but they used to be like trash. So, you know, for them to take Dillard, that's not a surprise. But he fails there. Now he comes to us. This is pretty much last chance for Dillard. You know, so sometimes that amount of pressure makes somebody get up. You know what I'm saying? You could be sitting and chilling comfortable with your job, what you make, and then get fired the next day. It might be some devastation. It might take you a day or 2 to just grieve. But you got to get the fuck back up and go do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get up and go do what you need to do. This may be his last chance in the NFL if he doesn't make it with us. And then again, Packers are one of those teams. If you don't make it with us, then you probably don't need to be in the NFL because we teach well. We coach well. Top tier coaching. So on to the star. Okay. I call him that because coming out of college, 6'5" as a center. That's bigger for a center. Can move, had all the abilities, played through injuries at Ohio State. Jordan Love likes him, but it just doesn't seem like Josh Myers has put it all together. Okay, 35th at his position. So he's pretty much a bench player, right? Right outside to being a bench player. He gave up 5 sacks, 28 pressures. From the middle. That's not good. That means them big boys is moving him, okay? And another thing, a stink on his name is right before him, you know, there was a guy named Creed Humphrey that was picked by the Chiefs, and he seems to be doing great. You know, hey, Andy Reid was offensive lineman growing up. You know, maybe, you know, gives his pointers to the offensive line coach or whatever they're doing in Kansas City. Shout out to Creed Humphrey for coming in and becoming what he's become, which is a top tier center. And Josh Myers was picked before him. So, we have the right to compare them. So Josh, sink or swim is pretty much what I'm saying. And again, like earlier in the chat, somebody said Monk has to challenge this guy. So that's that. That's what I got as far as my synopsis on the line so far. I know they got a Monk, rookie, Morgan, rookie. Like, we'll let them do what they do. We'll figure out if they're game enough, if they're ready to play in the NFL. I just had to go over the guys that we know for sure at some point going to be in there. Rasheed Walker, Elgton Jenkins, Josh Myers, Zach Tom, Sean Rhyan, possibly Dillard. I'm looking at Dillard like, yo, what's up? This might be your last chance, bro. You can't be that bad at tackle. You were a first-round talent. So that's what I'm going with, and that's what I got for that subject. So let's get in to the comments before we get up out of here. Mike, left side got to be better. Myers got to play like a grizzly bear. Agreed. Zane, Myers be playing like a teddy bear. He need to be nasty. Absolutely. Now, chill. Y'all chill out. Okay? Because in my lifetime, my name growing up was Bear. You know what I'm saying? The grizzly bear to the niggas. And any challengers, but I was Care Bear to the girls. So I'll be Care Bear. It's okay to be Care Bear at certain times, but this is the NFL. This is football. I just didn't want to get that mistaken. Like, hey, if the girls want to call me a gummy bear, you can call me whatever you want, baby. You feel me? Hey, Care Bear, gummy bear. You feel me? I'm all for it. But to the dudes, I was grizzly bear. Okay, so just get that straight. Hey, shout out to Go Mike. Sean Rhyan on running plays will be insane. Actually, that is the stat that he was best in. So how about that? Pass blocking got to get a little better, but he was best in run blocking. Upon my research of looking at all these guys briefly for like 10 minutes, each or whatever, however long it took for me to research. If our run blocking improves, oh my God, look out. Pass protect look good. We need run blocking. Pass protection always look good for us. Always has. Rodgers, Favre, always. Now, they took their nicks sometimes. Like, they got hurt sometimes. But, and even relatively this year, J Love, it wasn't a game. A couple, right? It wasn't a game, though, where we're like, oh my God, nobody can block. Brandy, I see they want Morgan and Ryan to break this running game open. Yes. And again, listen, Brandy, and everybody else. Goot doesn't just draft for now. Hey, Morgan might not just be ready or be the draft pick to just come in and do what he does this year, but it might be next year where he just figures out the game and then goes to Rasheed Walker and say, yeah, big boy, I done had a year under my belt. I'm ready to challenge you. And again, it's all about competition, right? What Goot says. Myers plays nasty. That changes a lot. It does. Zach Tom and Jenkins, the strongest part of the line. Absolutely. Go, Mike. Zach Tom stepped in. Oh, he stopped TJ Watt and held Bosa in check until he went out. Yeah, I forgot the list they showed. He went against some dogs. TR, Elgton is swinging dick with a mean streak. Who else has that vibe on our line? Absolutely. His shit swinging. No diddy. The closest person I would say is Zach Tom, but in a lesser of a way. Not lesser of a way, but less aggressive. Like, Zach Tom ain't gonna just run you in the ground like Elgton will, but he's just as good with other skill sets. So I think Zach Tom could have that streak. Again, we're talking about the man who stopped a lot of the top tier pass rushers. Go Mike Love, getting the ball out faster will help the O-line. Absolutely. Absolutely. Long as his release, his throws aren't like on Madden, he should be fine. It takes forever. Myers needs to be strength on the O-line for J-Love to take it to the next level. Also, the line will be elite. Now, let me tell you this, too, upon my research about Myers, Zane. He improved with his run blocking compared to last year. Okay? That was a definite. Okay? So he's getting it again. Maybe he's just getting the grasp of the physicality, getting bigger, getting stronger. I don't know. But he was better last year at the run blocking than he was the previous year. I mean, What more can you hope for? Angry Casual Fan, kind of total different subject. The weakest link is Rich Bisaccia, special teams coach. Man, one thing I will say, it is better than the Maurice Drayton days and in the days before that. We have to agree to that. It is better. But to be better than that shouldn't take much. So, yes, I would still say that. And, I don't know, that promotion, assistant head coach, let that motherfucker do special teams. Matt LaFleur don't need no assistants. What more is Bisaccia, pistachio, biracial? What more is he doing as the assistant head coach? I'd rather get at the Stenovich or some shit. Bring Nathaniel Hackett back and give him that position. That will work. You feel me? But I'm sorry, Rich, even your numbers back in Oakland, Vegas, whatever, we haven't seemed to touch those numbers that you were doing with them. You were top 10 every time when you coach with them. I don't know if it's personnel. I felt for a while Packers didn't care about special teams. I mean, that they proved that to me by letting Amari Rodgers return for so long. Matt LaFleur needs to piss off Myers before every game. Shout out to Go Mike. I don't know if people done heard me say it before. Assistant head coach. Like, what is that, Zane? Yeah, I don't know if people heard me say it before, but some players you got to do shit like that too. If you guys remember the controversial Richie Incognito, there was another offensive lineman who was a little soft. So they had Richie kind of dig into him. He might have said a racial slur or two, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, trying to get this guy to get some fire in his ass, up under his ass, but he just didn't want it. Some players, you need to do that. Shout out to Turtles. Yes, sir. Monk for Myers. Turtles is confident in Monk. I am too. From looking at his college film, I love him. I think he's just a man. He just looks like he can come in and do something. We're talking about a lineman, Turtles. If we're talking about a lineman, that's usually a good thing. And Walker been quiet doing his thing. Yes, no. And let's remember he was battling with Yash. So not only he got to worry about NFL shit. He was sharing snaps and battling with another guy in mid-season. That's a whole nother mind fuck in itself. When you don't know what week you'll be starting or not, it's just some kind of form of uncomfortability or just a sense of, look, I got to bring it no matter what because I don't even know if I'm starting. So I think he did a good job taking that over. Brandy, the O-line has worked together enough to be more effective. That was the plan, and I agree. It's just health, Brandy. Again, I told you I'd rather take offensive line with guys who've been playing for 2-3 years together than ones who just got together, no matter what the talent is. Now, if you got all world all across, yes, of course, but offensive line is about continuity. It's about knowing the guy next to you. It's about knowing when he messes up, about your own secret communication between each other to figure out blocks, to figure out it's a big deal. Offensive, you can't just, again, you practice together, but all this switching, the O-line shuffle, we do a great job at doing it. But the best O-lines are the ones who's healthy and stay together because there's just the language between each other. You see the best O-line. As soon as they go and line up, the center's pointing, everybody's on it, they figuring shit out. That's how you know each other. When you work with somebody for so long, you start to know what they're good at. They know what you're good at, and you guys mesh it and get the job done with any job, right? So, offensive line. Brandy Lewis, the Aaron Donald lockdown game was fun. Oh, you talking about with Big Elton, where Aaron just couldn't take it and got a penalty from grabbing Elton's face mask? I almost jumped through the TV. I want to grab Aaron, man. Don't do that to Elton. Brandy, I cannot tell the difference between a call protection by the QB that was not right and a missed assignment. Yeah, a lot of these things we will never see, Brandy. A lot of times we'll say, what a fucking horrible throw this quarterback threw. And then all of a sudden, the wide receiver ran the wrong route, right? Upon film review, unless the motherfucker's just getting totally beat, you never know what it's called, right? You never know what it's called and what people were supposed to do and asked to do. I remember a long time ago, BJ Raji days, we was having trouble with Capers for a few first weeks. Everybody was pressuring Capers. They was asking the defense what's going on. And BJ Raji was like, listen, man, we just doing the plays that are called. And sometimes that's just what it is. Motherfucker, it depends on the play a motherfucker call. You don't want to go rogue like they did in Minnesota. It was a big deal when Minnesota and then went rogue because the play calling was just so horrible. They start calling their own shit. That kind of happened with McCarthy and Rodgers toward the end. So, you know, those things, yeah, we will never find out. Zane and Goop find another gym in someone's practice squad like he always does. Are we good with who we got? What you mean, Zane? You know he gonna find one. I already told you guys, you know it's gonna be a guy. We have no clue who he is right now. That motherfucker gonna come in and do some damage. That's just what Goop does. That's a talent. We got Rasul contract. He might have been out of the league. We got Devondre contract. His complaining ass, even though he's not a complainer, might be out of the league. We done hook some motherfuckers up. Zane got some news later. All right, Zane, it's gonna be later, bro. We doing a late stream today. I gotta jet out of here. I gotta get up out of here. You know, I gotta get up out of here. So we're gonna do a, you know, it's gonna be around our regular time. You know, 8:39 my time, something like that. And I can't wait to hear that. Lord have mercy. Turtles. Donovan Jennings will make the roster as undrafted free agent. He absolutely locked up Dallas Turner. Okay, that's a good insight right there. That sounds like my boy Dave Zim6 Garcia. That sounds like something he'll talk about. You feel me? Shout out to him too. Ain't seen him in a minute. But I'll dig in on him, bro. I'll dig in on him. What position is he? Oh, you said he locked up Dallas Turner. Yeah, what position is he? Oh, you're gonna put him over Dillard. Okay, Turtles. We're gonna have to look up this dude now, Turtles. We are gonna have to look up this dude, Turtles. So yeah, but Zane Strong, that's the perfect way to end it, man. We're gonna end it like that. I gotta get up out of here. Earlier I'll be back to do my other stream, but I got a lot to do today. So I'm gonna get up out of here. But hey, I can't even show my face. I'm happy to see you guys. And I really appreciate y'all coming through. Like Zane said, hit that like button for your boy. Replay game. Hit the like button. You watching the replay right now? Hit the like button. Hey, miscellaneous, get on their ass in the comments on replay game. They got to step up. Donovan Jennings, a sleeper. Him and Monk will get a chance to make the rotation. Angry casual fan. Hey, bro, I'm just finding out about this Jennings dude. I mean, know about him, but it's like, okay, you know, we'll see what he does. And I'm a fan of Monk. I am a fan of Monk. Okay. Turtles, before you go, what's the link for your gaming channel? My dumb ass forgot to do it. I was supposed to do it today. Hold on. Okay, Zane. That's what's up, bro. Let's get that to Turtles, man. And you know, Turtles could probably tune in to my show a little later. And again, I'm sorry. I'll be busy, y'all. Like, you know, I want to put all my links all together. I want to come out with better. Like, I want to do a lot of stuff, and I'm going to do it to improve both channels. I need to do more stuff. I need to step it up. But first thing I got to do is step it up in real life. You know, hey, kids, steady asking. Baby mama, steady asking. You feel me? I gotta go get it, bro. I gotta go get it. I'm gonna go get it right now. But yeah, somehow, some way, hopefully, Zane, you can get it to him. If not, Turtles and Zane, after this is over, put it in a replay. Like, you know, comment on a replay, and then hopefully you can put the link in there for me, Zane. I appreciate that, homie. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Hit that like button, and I will see you guys tomorrow. For sure. For sure. But Brandy, I gotta do what I gotta do every day. You know, now those rare times I do miss a Wake and Pack, or you know, I don't stream on the game, it's really because I can't. But like, I gotta do what I gotta do every day. And you know, I used to let work get in the way of my other, you know, endeavors or whatever. And I was just tired of just work, pay bills, work, pay bills. Well, I'm gonna do a gaming channel. I'm gonna do a Packer channel. Hopefully, those grow to a point where I ain't gotta work no more. So yeah, I'm still gonna do it all. Like I said, I appreciate you guys coming through because, you know, sometimes I don't want to do it. Sometimes it is like a task. I'll be tired. You feel me? But that don't matter. Nobody want to hear about that. When I come up on the screen, y'all want to hear about Packers. When I go on the other thing, y'all want to see me score touchdowns and beat people down and have rants and get really upset. So I'll keep on hanging in there. And, you know, I got to do it for like 100 days straight. You know what I'm saying? Got to establish. Gotta get established, and I got a good thing going over there. So I ain't gonna leave this alone. I ain't gonna leave that alone as long as I'm able to do it. Why? Because I love you guys. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate it.